There is a lot of inaccurate and potentially misleading information circulating in the Pi community. In this regard, I suggest you treat with caution those who lack knowledge and have strong personal motivations, or information provided by people who only want to attract traffic for profit. Before taking any advice, please consider this person's background. Do they have a degree in a related field such as economics, finance, or business? Are they willing to disclose their identities and use their real names? Have they long served their communities rather than exploiting their status? Have they ever engaged in personal attacks or acts that could be considered defamatory? Do they encourage you to invest in what they call a quick money plan? If the answer to these questions is yes, then you should be vigilant about them. I came across a YouTube channel. Someone claimed that during the maintenance shutdown, everyone can have a GCV. And when goes live, there will be a uniform price for Pi. This misleading information made me understand why is the KYC and migration process so slow and delayed. The current Pi lacks value outside its ecosystem. In order for it to function as a currency, it needs a stable and fixed value in order to effectively measure other assets. In my article, I detailed the 5 basic functions of money and emphasized this point. The Pi white paper outlines its intentions as a payment method. However, due to the large 60 million user base, there are so many different opinions on its value. Businesses may hesitate to accept Pi because they cannot confidently determine its value. Clear communication and an understanding of the intended use of Pi are essential to its future success. Our goal is to make Pi independent of fiat currencies, but we haven't achieved that yet. It's like needing a boat to cross a river. We must first establish a strong production chain. Then we can take full advantage of the Pi, instead of using fiat currency to define the Pi value, and rely solely on Pi to define the price of a product or asset. This process takes time. Currently, all businesses pay salaries in fiat currency, rent, and other expenses. When they set the selling price to Pi, they need to make sure they don't lose money by accepting Pi as payment. Therefore, using GCV $314,159, it is a mandatory requirement for the development of healthy ecosystems. We often say, Rome wasn't built in a day. If you expect to get everything done in one day, that can only be seen in dreams. However, you cannot truly enjoy financial freedom in your dreams. The reality is that you will still struggle without enough money to buy food or pay for medical expenses. Living in a cramped, humble room is not ideal. You also don't have the funds to pay for your child's college tuition. When it comes to groceries, you will find yourself always choosing the cheapest purchase, which is a reality. Therefore, let go of your arrogance and learn to be humble. Only with humility can you learn and earn enough money to feed yourself and your family and make sure you don't go hungry. The black market commission can only last you for a month or 2 at most, maybe 6 months, but that's the longest. After the official launch of you will no longer be able to make money from the black market. So why not join us in promoting the early arrival of This way, you can be with your family. Enjoy a luxurious vacation now. Let's focus on the success of the Pi. If Pi succeeds, your family's financial troubles may be gone in a day. However, you should be careful with your wallet. Some people might try to convince you that Pi is worthless. This way they can buy or exchange from you at a low Pi value. If you fall for it, you could lose the chance of a lifetime. Some pioneers ask, what if businesses now embrace GCV? So what if is not GCV $314,159? I have discussed this topic many times in my articles. That's why I recommend the Pioneer Handbook. To understand why I advocate the use of partial fiat currency to cover costs and part of profits, businesses should only use a fraction of their profits to accept Pi. By doing so, all businesses that accept Pi GCV will never be at risk of loss because they received all the costs in fiat currency and have made some profits. In addition, we help enterprises acquire many pioneers as customers. From a pioneer's perspective, they don't lose money because they live in the real world. No matter what, you need to buy groceries and essentials. They support GCV at the same time, ensure cheaper prices, and save on fiat currency. We must consider that we have 60 million pioneers and nearly 7 million wallets. If 7 million wallet holders can pay via partial Pi, save a family $100 a month. That would save $700 million. As time goes by, more businesses will be motivated to join the Pi network because they will see a steady value for Pi in the GCV community and has the potential to attract 60 million small pioneers. This will also incentivize large companies to embrace Pi and use our blockchain. We should never believe any overly optimistic news. If we are not strong, no business will join us. Strength doesn't just come from technology. It also comes from a strong community of pioneers. All businesses focus on the number of loyal users, not just technology. Therefore, we GCV ambassadors are focused on improving our community at GCV to encourage more businesses to accept Pi and more pioneers to only accept GCV. This is essential to attracting larger players to join us. Be wary of good news that seems too good to be true. It's often a decoy. They may take advantage of your desperation to make money from you. So instead of looking around for a savior, we should be our own saviors. Remember that during the closed mainnet phase, our task is not to use the Pi to buy what you want. Instead, our goal is to identify the GCV and apply the GCV to the entire ecosystem. Only in this way can we move towards quickly. After the you will be able to use the Pi. Buy anything. If you have 1 Pi, you can even buy 5 houses. However, if you persist in the closed mainnet stage, use the complete Pi to buy large items, and the result may be 1. No merchants selling high-value products appear, or some merchants do accept full Pi to buy a very limited number of high-value items, but they may use lower Pi values to collect all your available Pi and leave you with nothing. 2. Although there may be high-value merchants, but if they open up big-ticket items to everyone, they could go bankrupt in a day. 3. These merchants may face government tax issues and may not have cash to pay because they don't have any legal tender. This could lead to legal action for violating tax laws. It has been stated that if you accept Pi as payment, CT will not be responsible for any taxes you owe. For open mainnet, may never happen because no company dares to join during the closed mainnet period. It's not because of GCV. This is because all large commodity traders can't afford it for a long time without fiat currency. Understanding these dynamics is essential to ensuring the growth and viability of the Pi ecosystem. All businesses should have a rigorous accounting system to track all costs, expenses, and sales revenue. They also need to pay taxes to the government, even during a closed mainnet. Please refer to your migration agreement and check Item 6. CT stipulates that all businesses that accept Pi payments are responsible for all taxes in their country. These taxes are legal during a closed mainnet. If during a closed mainnet, will not happen without developing the ecosystem with GCV. Therefore, those who fundamentally misunderstand Pi, obviously they didn't read the white paper, also did not grasp the working principles of business operations, accounting, and taxation. Therefore, pioneers should proceed with caution and avoid being deceived by misleading information. As 2024 draws to a close, CT wants us to play a pioneering role, ensuring compliance and supporting ecosystem development. So, pioneers, keep the following in mind. 1. Unfollow all non-professional social media accounts that discuss Pi. 2. Leave any group that suggests you just have to wait or rely on outside help. 3. Do not participate in black market transactions. Relying on black market commissions won't solve your financial problems. Remember, you are sitting on a golden opportunity, not a beggar. 4. Support the GCV ecosystem by participating as a customer or seller. Register on Mapafi and encourage other businesses to join as well. 5. Pass the Pioneer Handbook everywhere so it can be solved. Tentative KYC and slow migration issues in your area. Let's come together and use our collective power to protect the Pi network until we achieve success.